This is a site guide for Buckstones, or Buckstones Reservoir, which is down there, otherwise known as Marsden Moor, or Nonts to old timers, because there used to be a pub down the road called the Nonts where everybody went for a drink afterwards. The benefit of this site is that it's very accessible. The takeoff is just there, the car park is there, and the rigging and landing area is there. Although people can rig where I am now, but I've just rigged a little bit further up there because it's nicer up there and I'm the only person here today. One of the issues with this flight though is in terms of you don't want to come here with low air time. I would recommend, and I think the site guide recommends, 10 hours worth of experience before you fly here. There are some hazards in terms of the rocks, and as you can see there are rocks all the way along the edge, which means you need to pick a takeoff spot for a place where there are no rocks in the way, which is just over here. It's a little bit flatter, you'll see when I take off. The other issue for this site is the bottom landing. There isn't one. You can land at the bottom down there, and I have landed, but it's very tussocky and hillocky, and then you've got to carry your glider all the way back up again. So that's one of the downsides of this site, but the plus side is massive accessibility. Chin strap, parachute, sunglasses to look cool. I want a pair of sunglasses to make me look cool. Well, I've dressed up for winter flying. I've got here rigged up. I'm actually too off. You ready? I'm not. Wind's just dried right off. I'm just waiting for it to gust up a little bit. See you later. How do I get down? Okay, so this is Nont Sarahs, as I call it. You will see that it's got a bit of a bowl shape to it, and it will take a southwest through to a southeast wind. Southwest is where I took off, where you saw, and if it's off to the east, southeast, you need it to be a stronger wind to fly southeast, and you take off over there. So in the end of the bowl, over there by the house that used to be a pub. That's in a southeasterly. But you want it to be stronger, and there's a good chance of going down. I've gone down a lot doing that. In terms of landing, there's plenty of moorland around here, so it's pretty good. However, do not land here. You can see the jagged edge of the rocks. So behind that jagged edge is a lot of rota. A really bad spot to try and land. So the designated top landing, or the safest place to top land, is right next to where you park your car. There's a really big flat area, and then you can see the landing area just to my right there. That's the best place to land. And the benefit of flying here, or one of the benefits of flying here, is you can land, have a cup of tea, and take off again. All with minimal effort, because it's all so accessible. Top place to fly. We'll have a go at landing now. Got my undercarriage out. I'm going to use the road to track along, and then just turn back into wind when I need to. Well, that wasn't my most elegant of top landings, but got the job done. I'm going to take off, do it again. Well, before I took off the first time, there was a sailplane, remote control sailplane pilot, who very obligingly flew his sailplane just before I took off for me, so that he could assess how smooth the air was. I didn't catch his name, but thank you very much, I really appreciate it. Now, he did tell me initially the air was quite rough, and the second time he flew he said it had got a bit better, but still to watch out. But bear in mind, that's a different kind of machine to what I'm flying here, and I'm actually finding it fairly smooth. There's little bits of up and down in it, but overall the air is quite smooth to fly in. Quite nice really. Not very boisterous. So in recap, you want a good 10 hours worth of flying experience before you come here. It takes a southeasterly through to a southwesterly. Works best in the south-southwest, and it's very, very accessible. I'll post a link to where it is below the video, just down there if you have a look. I hope you've liked this site guide, whether you're going to fly it or not. If you've liked it, please click like and subscribe. Thank you. And I'm going to do some more practice at those landings, see if I can get them a bit better. To say this is winter, you know, I'm absolutely boiling. This is way too hot for winter, but I'm having fun. First time in the air for a few weeks, and it's just lovely on a site that I have not flown for years. And guess what? It still works. I thought it might have changed, you know, because I haven't been here for so long. The ground might have moved and upheaved and be a different shape altogether and not work anymore. But you know what? It still works, and I still like it. Feature about this site is the hills that are around it. If you get up high, there's a hill directly upwind out in front, and if you get high enough you can fly over to that hill. It takes the same direction of wind, so you can fly over to it and soar a little bit and then thermal up and fly back again. It's not easy, you need to be high enough to do it and have the bottle to do it, of course. Some people don't. That's the hill I'm talking about, just over there, and one in the near distance. So it's not that far, it's just a nice little task on a day when you're flying on the hill. So this is my third flight today. Just had a cup of coffee and taken off a leg because I was too hot. And it's the 17th of December. Doing a circle now. I'm a hang glider pilot. I like flying in circles. Although the circles today are not the kind of circles that we like flying in, because they're not really up circles, they're just round and down circles. You might have noticed that there aren't many other hang glider pilots here. In fact, I'm the only one. This site used to be really popular, but I don't know if hang gliders coming here anymore. It's frequented instead by paragliders a lot. So if any paragliders are watching this and have anything to add to my site guide, bearing in mind I haven't planned it and I probably missed a load, then please put your stuff in the comments below, the bits that I've missed out, because I'm sure I've missed a load of important parts about this site. Top tip, do not land in the reservoir. It's not a very good place to land really. Although it is flat, there's another hill over that way called Fuel Hill. I don't like it because it's a carry up, it's only a little hill. A lot of local pilots used to fly there a lot. That hill just coming into view now. You can also fly to there from here on a good day. This site also sometimes gets wave effect, enabling you to fly quite high in very smooth lift. I'm not sure if I'm getting a little bit of that now because it's gone very smooth and just steadily going upwards. Very, very smooth indeed actually. Feels like wave to me. Beautiful, beautiful flying. How nice is this? Very, very smooth. Nice view, eh? Beautiful view. Beautiful view. This is Yorkshire. Welcome to Yorkshire. A bit forbidding really, but it's still nice. Time to land now for the last time. VG is on the quarter and my harness is undone, ready to get my legs out. Upwind leg, now onto my downwind leg. A bit high actually. I have to extend this a little bit because I am well high. I didn't realise I was so high. Legs out. Oh shit! Straight through the bleaching mud. I messed that landing up at the end there a little bit because I was too high. I went and did a really extended base leg and overdid it, not taking into account the wind, which has picked up quite considerably. So then I couldn't make it back to the nice bit and ended up landing in a patch of mud, trying to miss the patch of mud and end up sort of mushing all over the place to miss it. Wasn't a bad landing, it just wasn't the most elegant landing, and I ended up walking through the mud anyway. But hey ho, 3 nice flights. This is Nont Sarahs. I hope you've enjoyed it. Click, like, subscribe. Thank you.